Well, howdy, 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 everybody. Teresa here, and
Brandy.
just us hanging out here in this stormy weather. It is May 28th, 2018, Monday evening at 7:04 p.m. on this Memorial Day. And happy Memorial Day to everybody. And we want to thank the servicemen that have helped. What were you going to say?
Give us the quality of life that we have.
Yeah, and for everybody that gave their life too.
And the freedoms that we have.
Excuse me. I needed to drink of my Diet Dr. Pepper. I know, I said I wasn't drinking pop, and I did for a long time, but it is what it is. I have a hard time getting enough fluids in. I'm usually dehydrated, and I know that isn't the best way, but hey, okay, some people drink beer and drink other stuff. I have one pop a day. I limit it to one pop. So
I was going to say, you don't drink a whole lot of pop.
No. And some days I don't have it. So anyway, let's see, Saturday night. I don't think there's really anything going on.
I don't think so either.
No. And Brett had to get to bed fairly early. I went in and worked on some painting and stuff, and he had to get to bed fairly early because he was supposed to show the RV Sunday morning. So he gets up, and it was supposed to be at 10 o'clock, and then they changed the meeting time to noon. Because one person, they were going to show it two different people. One person couldn't make it till noon. Doesn't matter that Brad already gotten up early, and everything. Okay. So he goes down there yesterday and waited for 45 minutes. Nobody showed up. This is not the first time this has happened. I don't know why people do this, and it is so rude to set up a time with, even if you have an appointment even with a car salesman to look at a vehicle. There's nothing ruder than to not at least call and go, hey, I'm not going to make it. Don't even say why. You don't even have to say why, but just say, hey, I'm not going to make it.
Yeah.
Okay, great, thank you. It's a polite thing to do. Nobody likes it if you have an appointment set and the salesperson or a doctor or somebody doesn't show up. You don't like that. So this is not the first time it's happened. And into that story. Just, we're tired of dealing with it. Very tired of dealing with it. But I don't know if I ever mentioned to you guys that somebody who supposedly is supposed to be a friend of ours, well, they act like they are, came running up to us in Walmart, because he works at Walmart, telling us that the state troopers were all up in our RV, right? And I kind of wanted to time, because he said, well, I didn't have time to stop, because I was on my way to work, and I thought, well, why would you stop? They would ask you right away if you're the owner of the RV. If you're not, they're not going to tell you why they're going through an RV. And I thought, well, and it's also kind of weird they didn't call, because, the number's right there on the for sale sign. And then we also thought, go through what? There's not, the RV's cleared out. There's nothing for them to go through. I mean, I could see that maybe they wanted to check and make sure there was nobody living in there, that maybe there was no drug being cooked in there, no drugs in there. We never did anything like that, of course. I mean, do we look like we're drugged? No. But there was nothing for them to go through, because he said, well, yeah, they even had a whole bunch of stuff on that driver's seat. And he said, well, on my way home, I think I'm going to stop and see what they had there and stuff. And I thought, nobody'd been in the RV. The RV hadn't been broken into. Nobody had gone. Like I said, there's nothing for them to go through anyway. Everything was untouched. So I don't know why this person who we thought was a friend would make up this story, or maybe he just got overexcited. I don't know. People are strange.
Yes, they are.
People are very strange. So then yesterday, what else did we do? Not really anything.
I'm trying to think of what we did yesterday. Not a whole lot.
Not a whole
Because
lot.
it was raining, we were trying to keep the dogs calm down.
Yeah. We try and keep the dogs calm down. We did end up having to give them each a melatonin, well, the big dog, that evening, and that really, really helped them. And then they were able to relax enough that they were actually playing and stuff. It just took that edge off for them. And Charlie got this new thing, because I'm always telling Nixie what a pretty girl she is. She looks at me, "Are you a pretty girl, Nixie? You are, huh? Are you a pretty girl? Here she comes." And then now Charlie will come up, and he wants to be told that he's a pretty girl, too. He does. He'll stand there and you tell him what a pretty girl he is, and he's just all happy. He's behind my chair right now.
Yeah.
You know, he likes to get right behind my chair and sleep. And I went in and worked in the art room for a while. I need a little bit of a pep talk, I guess you would say. You know, everybody, no matter what you're doing in life, once in a while needs a little pep talk, a little encouragement stuff, you know. And you know, Brad is always wonderful about that. And you know, it's like, okay, well, I'm just not gonna worry about it. I mean, we've had some things going on with you know, some stuff I'm not, you know, at liberty really to discuss. Not between Brad and I, but you know, just with outside stuff. And so we're just not going to worry about that stuff, and we're just going to let it, whatever will be, will be. It's just like we're selling this RV. It's just going to be whatever will be, you know. We're not going to stress about it. If they want to impound it and tow it away, okay, fine. You know, we're over it. That's just the way Brad and I are. Just the way we are. We're just not, you know. So, really not anything went on yesterday. He just stopped on his way back after nobody showed up. Stopped at Walmart. We needed a few things we had forgotten, you know, like creamer. We didn't forget the creamer. They were out of the great value kind, the cheaper kind that I get. So, because with Brad working more and stuff, we just have been buying the pre-made creamer, you know, and like I said, I just buy the great value kind. And need some hamburger, and I don't know, a couple other things.
I wanted to try those hamburger patties.
Oh, he got these hamburger patties. Let me tell you guys, this is just our personal opinion. We're not paid to do a review or anything, but that Sam's Choice, those hamburger patties, there's like 6 patties in a box. And they're supposed to be Angus beef. And this was the Vidalia onion one. It was tasteless. It's pretty sad when the most exciting thing on your hamburger is the cheese. Well, it's a cheeseburger. And the mushrooms that your husband put on there.
Yeah.
It was not good.
Well, and I told you, when I pulled them out of the box and put them in the skillet, I went back to look on the box to make sure there wasn't any vegetable protein.
Yeah, because they were not. Don't waste your money, people. They were not. Just our opinion, they were not good. They were not good at all. But like I said, there hasn't been too much going on. I've still been fighting some stomach problem. Saturday night, I did talk to Andy for a long time on the phone. It was late at night. Brad was in bed, and we had the best time, I have to tell you. We had so much fun. Just, you know, we were laughing and being silly and hoopering and hollering and talking about art and talking about this and that, and we had fun. We had a lot of fun. Brad said he got up at one point in time. I didn't know this. And did you watch TV?
No.
No?
Nope, I was scared.
They're scared.
Yeah.
Yeah, he gets scared when Linda and I are on the phone too.
Yeah.
You know, he hasn't been around when Vicky and I are on the phone.
Oh.
You know, but yeah, it was a lot of fun, and we talked for a long time. You know, but it was fun, and I really enjoyed that. But today we just, like I said, I know it's a really boring video. We've done some laundry. Brad did some laundry, and I vacuumed and dusted and cleaned the bathroom. I don't think the kitchen needs to be mopped right now. It doesn't look like it, so I'll get it tomorrow. But I made a meatloaf. We have that in the oven, and with my meatloaf, I like to take string cheese and put it right in the middle. So you mix up your meatloaf however you like to do it. And then I put half of it in a pan, and I use 4 of the string cheese, and you kind of line them up to be right in the middle, and then put the rest of the meatloaf on it, and you know, and as normal. And so what's really nice though is with the string cheese is because it does, even though it melts, it does retain its shape pretty well. I mean, if you used any other kind of cheese, it's probably just gonna kind of go right through all the meat and stuff, like shredded cheese and stuff. But it's nice that when you cut into it and stuff, you've got that cheese there. So anyway, Brad likes it. We've got that, and we're doing some baked potatoes, and then we'll do I don't know, maybe a small salad.
That sounds good.
That sound good? We got cucumbers, and I've already got the salad mix all done. So that's what we'll have for dinner. And then I'm probably gonna go in and work in the art studio. I am working on a hat. I haven't finished it yet. And because I've been able to take a few days off because I've gotten enough donations in this month with Sarah and Vicky and Linda. It was very nice, and thank you guys. I was able to take a few days off and not have to worry as much, and I've spent a little extra time in the art studio, so that's been really nice. And I'm going to be doing some more classic paintings. Of course, I am still doing the acrylic pours. I am enjoying joining some different groups, artist groups and stuff, just online. I'm thinking about there is a crochet for beginners at the library. I'm thinking about doing it, but I don't know, over on the other side of the store, do they even have any place for you guys to sit or anything, or?
And is in, no.
Oh.
But
I'm not sure if I'm going to do that or not, because it said ages 10 and up, so I'm wondering if it's for kids.
Might be. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, call them tomorrow and ask them.
Yeah, because I'm wondering if it's for kids and stuff. I mean, you know.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
I mean, because there's not any place for you to go if you're to work early and you're not in a vehicle, babe.
I've got my office here. I can sit in the liquor room and.
Everybody will think you're open, honey.
Well, I will hide somewhere in the liquor room.
You know, you can't really hide in that liquor room. I mean, God forbid if you clocked in early to help anybody. You know, his boss would have a conniption. But anyway, so I don't know. There's enough tutorials. I don't really have to do that. But we do want to start getting out of the house more because I'm like getting really bored, and so is Brad. I think the biggest thing is we really need to do more fishing or something, or you know, go to some on Mondays and stuff. Go to some places, honey.
Yep.
And one of the things we've been waiting for is like for me to be strong enough that I could walk more. Well, we have a wheelchair, and Brad doesn't mind pushing me if I'm having a bad day, and that part of what my irritation has been lately, and I haven't even really talked to Brad about it, is I've been in so much pain lately that I get very irritated about it because, you know, when you have, and I know so many of you guys do have fibromyalgia also, and also have like some severe arthritis and stuff like I do. you get very disappointed that you can't be more physically active because, like, we laid down to take a nap and I got up and was vacuuming and stuff because I couldn't sleep because I was in enough pain. And part of it is the weather and stuff, but I don't want to keep waiting until the perfect day to do stuff because that may never happen. So, I mean, I want to do more fishing. And even just go places and take pictures and stuff, honey. I go up to St. Mark's and stuff. We need to just call on this stuff and find out what, what is available and stuff. And I go up to the museums and stuff in Tallahassee. And I mean, because both of us, it's like all we do is he goes to work and then I work around here. And then, we do our chores in the evening and repeat. And we're both getting kind of,
a little loudly about it.
Yeah, we are. We're being some pissed off bitches about it, and it's like we gotta go and have some fun and stuff. I mean, so, okay, so speaking of weather, you guys are all seeing the storms, and I want to say that I feel very bad for anybody that lives in Maryland where they had all that flash flooding and stuff. And I hope that you're safe, warm, and dry. We are okay. They have done mandatory evacuations of anybody along the coastline in the Panhandle area that is in mobile home parks, RV parks, and what else, hon? Just normal.
But it was everybody on the coast, and then RV parks. Yeah, I think you got it.
So, like, if we were still in that RV park, mandatory evacuation, and tell you what, when we went through her mind and we stayed, never again. We were just petrified.
That was some serious, scary stuff.
You're there, and it's totally dark, and, there's no power, there's nobody around, you're in an RV,
When you're in a completely strange environment.
Yeah, and I mean, but we didn't know what to do, and we didn't want to leave the critters, and I still don't want to leave the critters. And then the second time, we were lucky enough to be able to go up to Joe and Bob. They invited us up there, but this time it's like, I'm glad that we're safe. We don't have to do anything. No. And I don't think it's going to flash flood enough that it would affect us. If it did, then, I mean, it's got hurricane straps and everything. I don't think where we sit it's gonna,
We've got trees on two sides, and then on the other side of the trees to the east of us, there's that big drainage pond.
Yeah.
That's probably a good 15 feet deep, and it's gonna take a lot of water to overflow its banks.
I've never looked back there.
Yeah, and if that does overflow, it's probably going to go to the south of of that instead of coming over this way because we're a little higher than the other edges of it.
Yeah. So we're good to go. I don't know what time it's supposed to hit because it was supposed to hit earlier, and we just really haven't.
Yeah, they were talking about like 2 or 3 in the morning.
Oh, really? Now it was really moving slow.
Yep.
It was supposed to be here a lot sooner than it had been. Don't look at my hair. I haven't done anything with it. I've been, like I said, I've been in quite a bit of pain and stuff. Some different stuff going on, and but I'm sure you guys are tired of hearing about it. You guys have your own issues. Huh. What else, honey?
Not that I can think of.
Oh, I made that cream cheese dessert the other day.
Really good.
I used cream cheese, and I used the light, and then the, you can use whatever kind of pudding. We used banana cream because powdered, sugar-free. Mix that all with the KitchenAid, throw it in the KitchenAid. Then a cup of coffee creamer. And I put that with the fruit. We had blueberries, strawberries, and banana and coconut flakes, and it was really good, wasn't it?
Yeah,
it's a really, really good alternative if you have a huge cheesecake lover like Brad is. And I even had a couple bowls of it, and it was very, very good. So, I don't know what else to say to anybody.
I don't know either. I think you covered it all.
Yeah, I just don't really have anything really going on.
Somebody's life is boring.
So, yeah, I mean, I think the thing is that now we've lived here long enough that, and that now we need to be getting out and making. I want to have something to look forward to every week other than going to the store.
Yeah. Yeah.
Going to the store. So we'll see what goes on and go from there, right? So anyway, I love you guys, and I do cherish your friendship so much. I probably am going to work on comments tonight, so appreciate that. And as always, if you're looking for any kind of artwork or anything to purchase, or just want to see my artwork, my Etsy link is below. And I'm thinking about maybe doing a Facebook page with my artwork, but I'm not sure. And I mean, I definitely could do that. And so let me know what you guys think about that. As I know some other artists have a Facebook page with just their artwork on it. They'll have artwork for sale, and then they may have stuff that, just showing people what they've done that is not for sale, or already been sold. So, it would be interesting.
That would be cool.
But anyway, do you have anything else to say, honey?
Nope, you got it all, sweetie.
Okay, well, if you are in the path of the storm, Alberto, I think it's, yeah. I hope that you're safe. I know there's parts of Alabama and Georgia and stuff, and we'll be praying for you and hoping that you're safe, warm, and dry. So, and until then, we will talk to you guys tomorrow. Say bye, Brad.
Bye, Brad.
Bye, guys.